What's up, Aries? We're doing a beginning of July message for you guys. It's just an energy check, okay? Make sure to check out my other messages for later on for July, okay? This is just a general message, so it may or may not resonate. The first card that you guys have is the Lovers in the upright. Archangel Raphael, okay? You have people that's watching over you right now. You have archangels and you have somebody specific, okay? With the Knight of Ariel, okay, you do have somebody that is watching over you. Someone kind is watching over you currently. It's like this person is watching, okay, from afar. And they're just noticing how you're handling a certain situation. Okay, we have the Lovers card that's here, so that could be maybe you're in a partnership or was in a partnership. It's something here that you are dealing with or was dealing with. We have the Empress in the reverse. Make choices from your heart, deeply emotional commitments, the power of love. But what I'm getting with your message, Aries, is that the power of love is loving yourself. There's something here with you. You might be releasing somebody or noticing that something's got to give with an individual that you are connected to. Yes, you love this person, but something is not working out with this individual, okay? You're having a lot of understanding on something that you're doing with the Knight of Ariel, okay? Now, with that card, there is so much to be accomplished. Make a plan that is methodical and sees to every detail. Slow and steady wins the race. You may decide it's time to find a better job. Business matters take precedence over emotional ones in this situation. Angels are watching over you right now, so think big. If you are looking for another job or just a job in general, Spirit wants you to think bigger, okay? You know the qualities that you have, Aries, and what you're able to bring to the table. 222, okay? You could be seeing angel number 222. You know that you're able to bring many things to the table. Aries is very, listen, y'all do rule the Emperor card, okay? So when I view an Aries, you guys are like the planet of Mars, very fiery, but you guys also do bring like a grounding energy, okay? But it's not in a way that could be intimidating. Yeah, it could be intimidating if you really want to piss the Aries off, but for the most part, when you guys are balanced, like you guys can be very beautiful leaders, okay? You guys can make right decisions. You guys can also be very trustworthy and loyal, okay? And funny. Shit, I know all Aries are funny in some way. Whatever you plan on doing, okay, that so far as like business, work, career, whatever it is, the Most High wants you to think big because you are big, Aries. There's a lot of qualities that you carry that people love, okay? Somebody needed to hear that message, that first message. But I feel like with this love message that's coming here is more about you loving yourself, Aries. I want to get a shadow message for you because maybe it's something that you need to work on when it comes to loving yourself, healing yourself. Something here with healing, okay? Archangel Raphael is here, so he is the Archangel of healing. All right. Shadow message for Aries. Isolation. In solitude, discover your true self and connect deeper. There's something here where your shadow could possibly be isolation, but listen, Aries, I get it. Listen, I get it. You're not going to understand many things if you don't isolate yourself and separate yourself, okay? There's something here with isolation. You either over isolate yourself or you don't isolate at all, where you're able to focus on what you need to do to heal or get away from people, okay? If you do isolate yourself, it can cause loneliness, solitude, and alienation. That could be somebody's shadow, is maybe you over isolate. Okay, another one could also be anger. Use its fire to transform, not to destroy. So some of you, listen, I get it, Aries. Y'all like to pop off. you and Leo, okay? Some of you might be quick-tempered, okay? There's something here where if people are pissing you off right now, or they're making you feel like you have to get out of your character, which you may have recently, you may listen. Use that fire energy, that fiery, pumpy nonsense to just transform something, and that could be like work. Use, instead of getting all hot and angry, you can use and put that to something that could benefit you, like working, grounding yourself, okay? Doing certain tasks that's outside that's going to help cool off some of that steam, okay? Rage, frustration, okay? Resentment. You possibly hold resentment that's inside. And this could all be towards people that you love, with the Lover's card, or from the past that hurts you. There's something here with healing, okay? Your message is the healing message, Aries. And there's nothing wrong with the healing message, because I feel like we all need healing messages. And listen, I don't want to hear, oh, that's not my shadow. Listen, a lot of times we don't know that we got to work on things. We all, listen, healing is never ending, okay? Sometimes we will get out of character. What else for Aries? Yours is pretty straightforward. Like, there's something here that you're realizing that does not need to be in your life anymore, or something in here has to change. Take the task. Okay, you might be offered little, like, things, like if you could have a business, or maybe you're just doing a bunch of different jobs, Aries. You might be offered something very small, okay? But something small could lead to something bigger. So take the risk. You got to take the risk. And with take the risk, it's like also not even just with work or something that you need to think bigger on. This could be like for you to heal. Maybe when it comes to love and loving yourself, take the risk on doing some type of action, because you will see results, Aries. You will. You just got to put in the effort. You got to stay dedicated, okay? Your craft and hobby will be a hit as long as you don't give up. You see how I just pulled it right from the middle? If you love to do something, or you're thinking about doing something, do it. Okay? Think bigger. You know that there's an Aries that's here that's very, like, you have different skills. Okay? Somebody here likes to, like, sew, or you're like a builder. I see somebody could be a master builder. Okay, people come to you to like help do a lot of tasks. Maybe you always wanted to open your own store. There's something that's here where you could do that. Okay, stop thinking small. Stop over explaining your I love how stop just came out, the word stop. Stop over explaining yourself to people who are committed to not understanding you. You may have dealt with a lot of people recently where you had to over explain yourself, or feel like you always had to say something, okay, to defend yourself, okay? And that could be within love, because this card is pink, so it could have to do with people that you love, or you view that people that you care about, okay? If they're not willing to listen or hear you out, stop explaining that. But I feel like there's an Aries here that already knows that, but I know that half yous might be in that energy where it's like you are continuously talking and saying something to somebody specifically, and they're not getting the point. There's sometimes you just got to stop and let people be the way that they are. That's for Aries that needs to hear that, because some of yous already know, but half of yous, you guys are over explaining yourself to people that are literally guided to misunderstanding you. Okay? They won't change the narrative in their own head. You just gotta let people be the way that they are, like that, okay? Because once people have a picture of you, that's their picture forever sometimes. Especially people that have like a small mind, or just these people, like, it's usually people that just can't think more outside the box, or think that people can change, okay? What else for Aries?